Assalamualaikum to my lecturer Dr. Amir bin Aris. My name is Nur Emlyn Aisha binti Hamiza. My metric number is B06211026. Today, I would like to present about my individual assignment entitled Training. Training refers to a planned effort by a company to facilitate learning of job-related competencies, knowledge, skills, and behavior by employees. Training is divided into three parts, which are formal training, knowledge management, and informal learning. Also divide into two parts. First, implicit knowledge, and second, tacit knowledge. Formal training meaning is referred to training and development programs, courses, and events that are developed and organized by the company. The method is typically required to attend or complete a program by face-to-face, like coaching, on-the-job learning, tutorial, group talks, and seminar, or online, like webinar, podcast, videos, and VR. Knowledge management refers to the process of enhancing company performance by designing and implementing tools, processes, systems, structures, and culture to improve the creation, sharing, and use of knowledge. It is important for all aspects of continuous learning, including training, knowledge management, and informal learning, to contribute to and support the business strategy. Informal learning. Informal learning refers to learning that is learner-initiated, involves action and doing, is motivated by an intent to develop, and does not occur in a formal learning setting. Informal learning occurs without an instructor, and its breadth, depth, and timing are controlled by the employer. Informal learning can occur in many different ways, including casual, unplanned interaction with peers, email, informal mentoring, or company development. For the implicit knowledge that is well documented, easily articulated, and easily transferred from person to person. Examples of explicit knowledge include processes, checklists, flow charts, formulas, and definition. For the tacit knowledge, personal knowledge based on individual experience that make it difficult to codify. It is best acquired through informal learning. The characteristic of the formal training environment may limit the extent to which tacit knowledge can be acquired, such as the relatively short duration of classroom or learning or online training and limited practice opportunities. The training process. For the stage 1, needs assessments, for example, organizational analysis, person analysis, and task analysis. Next, for the stage 2, ensuring employers' readiness for training. For example, attitudes and motivation, basic skills. For the stage 3, creating a learning environment. For example, identification of learning objectives and training outcomes, meaningful materials, practice, feedback, observation of others, administering and coordinating program. For the stage 4, ensuring transfer of training. For example, self-management strategies, peer and manager support. For the stage 5, selecting training methods. For example, presentational methods, hands-on methods, group or team building methods. Lastly, for the stage 6, evaluation training program. For example, identification of training, outcome and evaluation design, and cost-benefit analysis. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good day. I bid to Dr. Amir. My name is Nur Afikah binti Abdul Malik from Btmt 1, Section 1. My metric number is B0621104887. Today, I will present about conduct a need assessment first. Assessing organizational training needs is the diagnostic phase of a training plan. This assessment considers issues of employee and organizational performance to determine if training can help. Needs assessment measures the competencies of a company, a group, or an individual as they relate to what is required. It is necessary to find out what is happening and what should be happening before deciding if training will help, and if it will help, what kind is needed. The first step in training needs assessment is analyzing what training might be necessary. There are three sources used to analyze training needs. First, organizational analysis. Training needs can be diagnosed by analyzing organizational outcomes and looking at future organizational needs. A part of planning for training is the identification of the KSS that will be needed now and in the future as both jobs and the organization change. Both internal and external forces will influence training and must be considered when doing organizational analysis. For instance, the problems posed by the technical obsolescence of current employees and an insufficiently educated labor pool from which to draw new workers should be confronted before those issues become critical. The second way of analyzing training needs is to review the jobs involved and the tasks performed in those jobs. By comparing the requirements of jobs with the KSS of employees, training needs can be identified. For example, at a manufacturing firm, analysis identified the tasks performed by engineers who serve as technical instructors for other employees. By listing the tasks required of a technical instructor, management established a program to teach specific instructional skills. Thus, the engineers were able to become more successful instructors. Another way to pinpoint training gaps in the job or the task being done is to survey employees and have them anonymously evaluate the skill levels of their peers and estimate the skill levels necessary to be successful. This not only identifies job needs but also heightens employees' awareness of their own learning needs. The third means of diagnosing training needs focuses on individuals and how they perform their jobs. The most common approach for making individual analysis is to use performance appraisal data. In some instances, a good HR information system can be used to identify individuals who require training in specific areas in order to be eligible for promotion. Next will be examples of strategic initiatives and their implications for training practices. First will be improved customer services, which ensure that employees have product and service knowledge and have skills needed to interact with customers. Next, improve employee engagement that ensure employees have opportunities to develop and understand career opportunities and personal growth opportunities. Other than that, enhance innovation and creativity, also one of strategic initiatives. The implications are capture insight and information from knowledgeable employees and logically organize and store information. Last will be growth in global markets that prepare high potential managers to take over global leadership positions and expatriates to function cross-culturally. Now I will present about employees' readiness for training. The second step in the training design process is to evaluate whether employees are ready for training. Readiness for training refers to employee characteristics that provide employees with the desire, energy, and focus necessary to learn from training. The desire, energy, and focus is referred to as motivation to learn and is related to knowledge gain, behavior change, or skill acquisition in training programs. Self-efficacy is employee belief that they can successfully learn content of the training program. There are some factors that influence motivation to learn, such as self-efficacy, benefits or consequences, awareness of needs, work environment, basic skills, and goal orientation. Designing effective formal training activities, ensuring transfer of training refers to on-the-job use of knowledge, skills, and behaviors learned in training and is influenced by the climate for transfer, manager support, peer support, opportunity to use learned capabilities, technology support, and self-management. Peer support. A support network is a group of 2 or more trainees who agree to meet and discuss their progress in using learned capabilities on the job in face-to-face meetings or communications via email. A support network is a group of 2 or more trainees who agree to meet and discuss their progress in using learned capabilities on the job. Transfer of training influenced by opportunity to use learned capabilities refers to the extent to which the trainee is provided with or actively seeks experience with newly learned knowledge, skills, and behaviors from the training program. Opportunity to perform is influenced by both work environment and trainee motivation. Next will be technological support, such as performance support and knowledge management systems. Next will be self-management refers to the process of enhancing company performance by designing and implementing tools, processes, systems, structures, and cultures to improve the creation, sharing, and use of knowledge. And last two will be the peer support and manager support. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nur Nazia binti Muhammad Zaiz. I will continue my friend's presentation, which is designing effective performance training activities. The potential advantages of e-learning for training. First, self-paced. Self-paced is each trainees can be proceed on their own time. Second, interactive. Interactive is tapping multiply trainee senses, enable scoring exercises and assessments, and the appropriate feedback. Incorporates built-in guidance and help for trainees to use when needed. Next, allows trainers to update content relatively easily. Can enhance instructor LED training and good for presenting simple facts and concepts. Now, I will present about strengths and weaknesses of presentation methods, hands-on methods, and group training methods. First is presentation methods. Presentation methods have a strength and weakness. Their strength is up-to-date info can be given quickly and simultaneously. Learners quickly get overview of subject. Then, learners can be stimulated by good lecturer and familiar form of delivery. Next, cost-effective and easy logistic lends itself to use to acknowledge expert in the field. Content can be controlled and pace of delivery can be controlled. Next, the weaknesses of presentation methods. First, does not allow for different learning abilities of speech and passive. Second, time and location controlled by the teacher, and lastly is often perceived as boring by learners. Next is strengths and weaknesses of hands-on methods. Hands-on methods strengths is first, hands-on training methods are effective for training in new procedures and equipment. Second, they are immediately applicable to trainees' jobs. Lastly, they allow trainers to immediately determine whether a trainee has learned the new skill or procedure. The weaknesses of hands-on methods is first, they are not good for large group if you do not have enough equipment or machines for everyone to use. Second, personal coaching can be disruptive to the coach productivity. Lastly, apprenticeship can be expensive for companies paying for employees who are being trained on the job and are not yet productive as regular employees. Lastly, strengths and weaknesses of group training methods. First strength is group learn tasks together can complete them together. Some studies show that social factors influence learning, resulting in greater retention learning skills, which are later utilized with the same group. Second, groups learn together, reducing time investment and cost. Teams can give each other input and feedback, increasing learning opportunities. The weaknesses of group training methods. First, entire teams will be put off work at once. Second, social camaraderie can get in the way of topics everyone is resistant to by reinforcing resistance. Third, individuals who require special attention or different learning methods may not receive it. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Dr. Amir. My name is Nurhaza binti Jarin and I am from Btmt Section 1. Today I'm going to present about my subtopic, which is design a training session to maximize learning and choose appropriate evaluation design and training outcome based on the training objective and evaluation purpose. This subtopic in chapter 7, which is training. First, before we going deeper about this subtopic, we have to know what is selecting training method. Training method selection is used to guide the process of selecting the most appropriate training methods. For this process, use documentation such as the training equipment deliverable and recommendations made during the human resource development need analysis or training design activities. Next, why is choosing a training method important? Training is critical in employee onboarding as well as employee retention. When a new employee joins the team, they are typically excited and eager to learn all there is to know about the company. Existing staff members also need training to learn and develop skills. After we know the meaning and the importance of selecting training methods, now we can see advice for selecting a training method. They have two advice for selecting training method. First is identify the type of learning outcome the training is to influence, and the second is consider the training budget. Alright, they have three types of learning outcome the training is to influence. First, verbal information, second, intellectual skills, and the third is cognitive strategies. Verbal communication is the use of words to share information with other people. It can therefore include both spoken and written communication. However, many people use the term to describe only spoken communication. The second is what is critical thinking. Intellectual skills, therefore the ways of thinking and problem solving used by professionals in a field. A general intellectual skill that is important to all fields of study is critical thinking. And the last one is, what is cognitive strategies? Cognitive strategies are sets of mental processes that are consciously implemented to regulate thought process and content in order to achieve goals or solve problems. Self-regulation theories of behavior focus on cognitive strategies explain critical role in guiding goal-directed behavior. And the last one of advice for selecting a training method is budget. Consider the training budget. What is considered the training budget? The training budget includes the direct and indirect costs required to analyze, design, develop, implement, evaluate, and maintain courses and materials in some industries. Employees must maintain their credentials to adhere to local, state, and federal regulation. Now we're moving on to the last subtopic, which is evaluating training program. First, we have to understand evaluating training program. What is evaluating training program? Training evaluation is the systematic process of collecting information and using that information to improve employee training. Evaluation provides feedback to help identify if training achieves employees' intended outcomes and help make decisions about future training. What is important to evaluate training program? Training evaluation is critical to assess whether training has the desired outcome. Understanding different training evaluation models and methods and applying the most suitable ones enable organization to improve the effectiveness of the training and ultimately the organizational performance. Alright, there are 5 ways outcome can be categorized. First, cognitive outcomes, which is acquisition of knowledge. For example of this cognitive outcome is safety rules, electrical principles, step in appraiser interview. The second ways is skills-based outcome behavioral skills. For example, jigsaw use listening skill, coaching skill, urban landings. And the third way is effective effective outcomes, which is motivation reaction to program. The example of these effective outcomes is satisfaction with training, beliefs regarding other cultures. The fourth is result, which is company payoff. The example of these results is abstinence, accidents, passion, and the last one is return on investment, which is economic balance of training. The example of this return on investment is dollars. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Dr. Amir Haris. My name is Nur Melisa Hana binti Muhammad Sohadi. I'm from Btmt 1, Section 1. My metric number is B06211037 Today I want to present Chapter 7 about training. Cross-cultural preparation is involves education, employee and their family who are given an assignment in foreign country. Expatriate employees sent by the company to manage operation in other country. Pre-departure phase, receive language training and orientation, include family. On-site phase, self-manage, get ready to adjust to lower standard of living. Reputation phase, competent in area of expertise, able to communicate in host country, motivate to success, supported by family. Diversity training is referred to learning effects that are designed to change employee attitude about diversity or deliver skill need to work with diverse workforce. Management support include diversity as a part of the business strategy and corporate support. Recruitment and hiring, such as like interview, selection, hiring of skill of manager. Expand college recruitment at historic minority college. Education and development form a partnership with internship program that target minority students for management career. Employee support from employee network group, celebrate culture, make work and life balance. Fair treatment, such as involving of women in all masculinity regardless of gender. Manage accountability, implement 360-degree feedback for all managers.